The more you can show up and serve, show them your value, your worth, and what you actually bring to the table. And then when your badass product launches, everything else is just a breeze. So we're going to drop into those 5 tips now to help you boost up that credibility and become known. Hello and welcome to today's episode on Aligned with Purpose in Life and Leadership. I'm your host, Jamie Coleman, and today we're going to talk about 5 tips to establish yourself as a thought leader in your industry in 2022 and why being known should be a top priority for you and your team. So, I've learned this best known beats best product from Grant Cardone in Undercover Billionaire. And what he means by this is you can have the best knowledge, product, or service in the world, but if no one knows you, it doesn't matter. We need to focus on ways this year, more than ever, to become the best known, and the rest will follow. So the outcome of you listening to the full episode today is that you're going to understand how to become well known in your industry and within your niche. The key takeaway, you've got to get known. But why should you focus on this? Like, what's the importance of becoming known in 2022? And the more people who know you and understand what it is you do, what problem you solve, and how you can help them, the more opportunities that will be presented to you and the more doors that are going to begin to open for you. If you can work to become a well-known thought leader within your industry, others are going to begin to turn to you for advice and answers as you're leading the pack. And then think about it. When you have people following you in your journey, each time you put out a new offer or release a new product, it's going to sell a lot faster because you already have an audience that looks up to you, right? Think of all the referrals, all the connections that would be made, all of the opportunities that would present themselves to you if you had this network. Right? We've all heard this before. Your network equals your net worth. So it's time to get known. But then if this is so important, what are other people doing instead? Well, what I see happen is that many people focus on the product and making it the best of the best that they've experienced. Right? Like an example would be creating a really bomb course, but then launching it and making minimal sales because they weren't focused on the actual business. Right? Being known is so important and allowing the product to follow that. Right? It's like sometimes you'll see it on Shark Tank. Someone spent years creating the best of the best product, but nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows them. Nobody's ever heard of the product, right? But what if that company would have focused on building a brand that's well known and then dropped a product? The entire game would have changed for their business. So why should someone stop doing this if that's their focus? Well, if you can begin to shift your focus to getting known as a thought leader within your niche, the authority, impact, and income's gonna follow, right? The more you can show up and serve, show them your value, your worth, and what you actually bring to the table. And then when your badass product launches, everything else is just a breeze. So we're gonna drop into those 5 tips now to help you boost up that credibility and become known. Number 1, promote. Get in front of your audience. Promote to your family and friends if you don't have an audience. But if you do, they should know all the happenings that are going on in your world right now. Promote to them. Freaking go door to door, drop flyers, create a branded t-shirt and wear it to the gym, wear it to the concert that you go to. Share your content all over social media, not just on your own pages, on other people's pages. Promote you, right? When you start to look at you as the product, that's when the whole game starts to change. You invest in you. You level up yourself, and then guess what happens? You become the authority. You build up that know, like, and trust. You build that tribe of raving fans, and then any offer that you drop, they're just dying to snag it. Speak on stages, right? Be interviewed. Get interviewed on podcasts like this one. Speak at events. Speak on a TEDx stage. Write an article. Write a book. Just do different things to get known. Get your impact out there. Go write a guest article for Forbes or Entrepreneur. Go write an article on someone else's blog. And I think why many times people don't want to do this is because they don't see the immediate gain. But I could tell you, if you consistently show up and get onto other people's stages, and you're on purpose, your name is going to start to pop up all over the place, and you're going to begin to build a suite of digital products where there's little breadcrumbs all over the internet leading back to you. Right? But you can promote online. You can promote in person. Get creative. So that was tip number 1. Promote you. Now, tip number 2 is to make connections and align yourself with the right people. Most people really have dreams of building up this incredible business, but then they're hanging around and spending all of their time with people who don't understand them or want them to see their vision through. And so knowing that you are a combination of the 5 people you spend the most time with, it should be really important for you to meet people and offer them value. Work to help them without expecting anything in return, and build up your contacts. Build up your contacts with those who are a few steps ahead of you, right? You can do this by going to an in-person meetup, maybe hosting one of your own, or we all know there's thousands of events on the internet. But now that we're in a time where it's okay to meet with people again in person, maybe get a little crazy. Go venture out and work to meet people and have that energetic connection that many times isn't as easy to feel and establish online. Okay, so tip number 2, make connections and align yourself with the right people. Tip number 3, digital products. Okay, create digital assets that are free or low ticket that allow people to consume your knowledge without taking any of your time. It needs to be very easy to access and something that you could actually promote that's going to provide a lot of value to people. It needs to show your knowledge and your expertise, prove your value, and build up a tribe of raving fans. All right, now podcasting is an excellent way to do this. If you haven't already done so, go back and listen to episode 110, which is why your business needs to have a podcast, as I drop some wild statistics that are going to blow your mind about podcasting. But podcasting is so wonderful in terms of a digital asset because you can promote your podcast, which warms up your audience, warms up traffic, acts as the top of your funnel, and then you can send them into your offers from there. If they're a good fit, they're aligned, and they're ready to transform. So podcasting is excellent. You could also create a book, go write a book. If that's been on your heart, that's an excellent way to really establish yourself as the authority within your industry and to just showcase your expertise and guide someone on their transformation. mini trainings, courses. These are all digital assets that someone could consume from you without it requiring more of your time. Okay. Then number 4, share your vision, right? Your vision is what attracts others to your mission. Share it along with your backstory and what led you up to this vision and actually going after it, right? That's where people magnetize to your mission. They become dedicated to you and they want to help you. They want to see the mission through, and so they'll want to join you on this journey, right? Being authentic, being all vulnerable as you share this vision and your backstory is so important, and it's such a valuable asset when you're building up this vision. So lean into that. And if it feels uncomfortable, do it. And number 5, your results speak for themselves. So rather than focusing on self, focus on purpose. Work to make others successful, and your results will speak for themselves. Spend your time improving your skills and becoming more valuable in the marketplace, and sharing that journey along the way with others. Which is once again why I love podcasting so much, because it's such an incredible way to be able to document this journey, share it authentically, and just really be able to look back and see how far you've truly come as you continue to level up yourself and your clients. So, if you're listening to this, and you feel like lately you haven't really been focusing on getting known, but you've been focusing on your product or your service or helping just a few, I want to encourage you to shift gears just a little bit. Focus on ways where you can become known in your industry as a thought leader, because that's where the true growth is going to happen for yourself, your business, and for others, as you begin shifting the realities and the minds of the masses. It's available to you. It's just where you need to start focusing your energy. So the 5 tips are: promote you, make connections and align yourself with the right people, create digital products, share your vision, and then work to get results for others. Focus. As Grant Cardone says, best known beats best product. So focus on being best known and the rest will follow. And if you love this episode and you know someone who would value from becoming more well-known in the marketplace, in their industry, please take a moment, just drop them the link, send them a text, shoot it over to them on Messenger, or snag a screenshot and tag me on your Instagram stories, @Coach with Jamie. Once again, that's Coach with Jamie, or you can find me over on LinkedIn, JamieKullman, and I cannot wait to hear from you. All right, have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me.